Hello and welcome to another vlog. Got my new Galibier t-shirt on. Time for a quick unboxing from Wiggle. What day is it? Wednesday lunchtime. Just popped home for lunch. We're at 395 subscribers, so almost at 400. Then it'll be time for another giveaway. Got the prize. So yeah, this is from Wiggle. This is for the bike on the turbo that I use on Zwift all the time. I've worn out the cassette and the chain rings. So I've noticed for quite a while now, for getting on for quite a few weeks, 3-4 weeks, month maybe even 6 weeks. Certain places on Zwift where it gets really steep, 16%, 15%, things like that. So up to the ridge or tower, where else? Up the steep parts of the KOM climb on New York on the elevated section. Probably other places as well, that when I'd be on the 34 at the front and in the lowest gear at the back, it was slipping, it was skipping. So put a new chain on, still slipping, cleaned it all, looked at the cassette's worn out. So the chain wasn't worn because I've changed. Usually what I do is got a chain measurement gauge, you know, for stretch. When it gets 0.75 worn, I change the chain. And the big ring's worn out, the little ring's okay at the front, so the 34's fine. But the cassette's worn out. You can just see it's just had a heck of a lot of work, because I don't think that 10-speed cassette was new when I put the 10-speed bike on the indoor trainer, so it's been on there a couple of years. So it's probably done 12,000 kilometres on there and all the rest, plus the rest. So from Zwift, from Wiggle, I've ordered a new 10-speed 11 to 28 cassette. So I'll fit that, Haribo, so that can go in with the next prize, next giveaway, and a new 50 tooth chain ring. So 10 speed, because I've only got 10 speed on that bike. So this was £19.16 plus VAT. This was £21.66 plus VAT. So in other words, £26, £25.99 and £22.99. So the outer chain ring is noticeably hooked, and the cassette is visibly worn as well. So probably won't get a chance to fit these before I jump on Zwift tonight. I tried racing last night and I've got another cold, so everybody at work is just down with really bad colds. So I did 20 minutes and then gave up, my head went. I was doing well until that point as well. I felt like I was going well. So I'll carry this vlog on when I swap the cassette. Tonight I'll be on Zwift straight from work, 5:30. I'll get on, I'll start warming up. And I'm either going to do a race, I'll do a flat race maybe, or I'll do Tour de Zwift Stage 3. I'm not that bothered about doing Tour de Zwift because it's so busy. I mean, last night on there were 12,000 people on Zwift last night. That's double than I've ever seen on there before, I think. 12,000 people on at once, that's just madness. Right, better go and eat my lunch. See you later. Let's hit that 400 subscribers mark. Hello and welcome to the vlog again, or should I say hello again, just uncovering the turbo bike behind me. So it's now Thursday lunch and I'm going to quickly swap, I'm going to swap these components on this turbo bike. So last night, I did do a race last night on Zwift. I did the 3R, what used to be WBR, World Bike Relief. And they've changed the name to 3R so that they don't get confused with the charity organisation. So I did the 3R flat race, 3 laps of the classic circuit on London. So it was about 21 kilometres roughly, about 13.5 miles. And I was 4th, so that's alright. So I went better last night than the other night, so anyway, let's get on with this. So what I'm going to do, I've got the new bits on the floor just here. So I'm going to take this crank off while it's sat on here because it's easier to do. Take this crank arm off, get the crank out, change the outer chainring, put that back together, get the bike off here, stick it in the stand in the other part of the garage, and change the cassette. Right, let's set you up there so you can see. First thing I need to do is undo the bolts in here. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put some gloves on so I don't get oily hands. So, because I'm going back to work, I'm just going to put some gloves on. Get my Allen keys, hex wrenches as they're called in other. There we go. I've already got that one out. Let's just loosen these off. I don't think I'd torqued these up properly actually from when I thought I'd done something wrong the other week. So they're relatively loose. Undo the end cap. Where's my tool for that? Little tool to undo that. Sit that down there. Pull that off. Sit that down there. Right, push the crank out. Get the chain off. I'm just going to hook that over there so it doesn't go on the floor. So I've had this off recently and I've re-greased it, so I need to get my little chainring bolt thing for there. So we've got some plastic to put this on so I don't get the carpet dirty. So a little peg spanner to hold the inside of the chainring bolts. So this is a R600 chain set, and I've had to get a Shimano 105 chainring. That one's undone because they don't do the same chainring style. It's got cutouts now, but it doesn't matter. It should still fit. It's the right bolt pattern. I have to clean that up. So there's the one I'm taking off. You can see it's quite hooked. That's the style of the old one. So again, little pin there where the crank is, and that'll go on the outside. Start to get the bolts in from the other side. I'm making a pig's ear of this today because I'm trying to rush because I'm on lunch. Just start to feed these in so it doesn't drop apart. That's how I normally do it. I normally hold them at the back. So the pin spanner, that little thing, locates in the slot on the back, and then you can hold that and lock the two together. So that's those done. There's Isaac meowing. Yowling. Hello, Isaac. There we go. Crank back on. Preload end cap back in. There we go. Back on the shelf where it lives. Tighten these back up. I'll torque these up properly later. Just do it by feel tonight. Spate it. That's not far off. So I'll get torque wrench on them. Just check those later. Put that tool away. Don't know why there's a screwdriver in with the Allen keys. Right. So, let's move you. There we are. Hello. Skewer end off. Lock ring tool. End cap back on. Just hold that in. Stand up. Chain whip. Hold that. Long way. That way. Adjustable spanner on there. 24mm, I think. Right. Undo that. That'll all come off. That's the old cassette. We'll clean that up later and I'll show you how worn it is. I'll put that on there for now. With that one, let's open the new cassette. Because this is 10 speed, again I've had to get 105. It's not the newer type of carrier, so line it up. I've already still got the 10 speed spacer on, so get them all on. It always rotates round as you're doing it. Oh, it's a bit chilly out here today. My hands are going cold. And the lock ring again. Go on. Put that back in just to hold that. Tighten it up. There we go. Quick release screw back together. I'll keep these because these are useful. I'll just put that in there for now, I'll sort that later. and we've got a new spare spacer. So yeah, I'll clean these up and I'll show you how worn they were later. Put my tools away. So that's that very quickly done. Right, I've got 15 minutes to get back to work and get changed. See you later. Thanks for watching another vlog. Oh, just before I go, 397 subscribers now I think, so nearly at 400. Pardon me. See you later. Thanks for watching. So I'm back again, back from work. It's just 4:15. I managed to get home early today. So I've torqued up. Got the torque wrench out, torqued up the bolts, so it's 12 to 15 Newton meters. It says just on there. One bolt by hand by feel was already at 12 Newton meters, and the other one was at 13 by hand, so that's pretty good. And if I turn you around, look what's happened this afternoon. There's my phone, so if it'll focus, 400 subs, wow, so we've hit 400 subs, so I better get on to recording that 400 subs giveaway, hadn't I? So thank you very much for the 400 subs, thank you everybody for subscribing, can't believe we've hit 400, so I'll get on to that over the next day or so. It's Friday tomorrow, so I should have time to get that sorted tomorrow. Right. And then the other thing I've just done is I've cleaned up the old outer chainring and some of the chainring, some of the cassette rings. So if you look on here, if we get you in the light, you'll be able to see the amount of wear we've got on those chainring, those cassette rings. There's quite a lot of wear going on those. And this is where I was getting skipping on that one and that one. It was just slipping. That's probably the, if it'll focus, this one's probably got the biggest amount of wear, because that's probably where I spend most of my time. And then there's the hooking on the chainring, which isn't too bad. I could have probably got away with using that for longer, but because I'm changing the cassette anyway, I wanted to put new chain on, new cassette. You see it's a bit worse on the inside. The other thing I've noticed is I've put a 28 to 11 cassette on now. I had a 28 to 12 on. So thanks for watching. Thank you for the 400 subs. See you in the next vlog. See you later.